Hey, it's Roman. This video is titled How Tucker Carlson Hurt My Feelings. And the reason is what I want to talk about is I don't know if you know, but there was a Joey Boots video. Joey Boots, he was a Howard Stern super fan who died, I think, in 2017. Anyway, in 2013, he ran into Tucker Carlson when Tucker Carlson was fly fishing. Now, that same year, before just before the fly fishing thing happened, I actually ran into Tucker Carlson because I used to be a street performer, and I'm known for something called the peace through face hitting movement. I would hold different signs with different things on it, with sexually suggestive things on it, to make people laugh and things like that. Anyway, so I had one of my signs by Madison Square Park, and Tucker was with his son, and I was kind of a fan of Tucker's back then. He was just starting his show. He was right after he was on Fox and Friends, and he got a new show. And anyway, so I saw him passing by with his son, and I yelled to him. I said, "Hey, Tucker," and I was happy to see him because I always found him entertaining, and I was a fan of his. So he came over to me, seemed friendly at first, but then he was very critical of, he didn't like what I was doing. But he was, it's not that he didn't like what I was doing as much as he didn't like me. Like, it was personal for him. Like, he was like, what do you get out of holding this kind of sign? Like, or he said, he was basically trying to tell his son too that I was like a bad example, and he was just being really offensive toward me. But he was pretending like he was nice. He was doing it in a nice way, like he always, because his whole thing is he's a nice guy and all that. But the truth is, he was very nasty toward me, and he kind of hurt my feelings because I was a fan of his at first. But when I got to know him personally, from talking to him for a few minutes, he was really not so nice, and he was basically saying, "Oh, this is what you do," or and you can live. How do you survive? And basically, I told him, I once in a while I get tips, but that's not. I didn't get into the details that I live with my parents, and I do it more as a entertainment thing and to entertain people, and I do it for fun for myself. It's fun, something I did for fun and to change the world, actually, as an activist. But I didn't get into the details with him. But anyway, so he saw me with one of my signs, and he was very offensive, and he didn't like it. He was very judgmental. He didn't give me a chance even, and the fact that I was a fan of his, that he didn't care about that. He would just like, like, it didn't really matter to him, the fact that I was a fan of his. But so I just wanted to say that's one of my reasons why I'm very skeptical of his views. If he's so judgmental from the first time seeing somebody, not wondering, not even thinking what's the reason someone's doing something, and just being judgmental and deciding for himself that this is a bad person because he's not doing something in life that he would be doing. Tucker comes from probably a wealthy background, and he had all the opportunities in life. Maybe I didn't have those opportunities, but Tucker doesn't think like that. To him, it's more like he's just decides right away by himself, like he's God. He says he believes in God. He's a Christian, but meanwhile, he judges right away. Like he says, "Oh, this is a good guy, this is a bad guy," and it's not like I was doing something illegal or I was, hurting somebody. So anyway, that's what I wanted to say about Tucker, is that from getting to know him personally, I mean, from the Joey Boots video, he seems like he's really nice. He can diffuse a situation, but some people can do that. I'm good at that too. I'm very good at what do you call it? De-escalation. Yeah, I'm very good at that too, and he de-escalated the Joey Boots situation. But some people are good at that. That doesn't mean they're nice or good people, or that their politics are good. So I just wanted to say is that, based on that Joey Boots video that was going around with Tucker fly fishing, people say, "Oh, he's such a nice guy," but that's not true. He's not a nice guy. His politics are bad, and if he got more power than he has now as a journalist, he would make society much worse than it is now. That's all I wanted to say.